Katz Jewel approached me several months ago with this idea, and I had no idea why she wanted to meet with me, and she was involved with the Relay for Life organization. And so we sat down and she began to tell me about her idea of doing a Dancing with the Stars program. And I just immediately jumped onto it because I thought it would be so much fun. I could just see how the dancers of the company would love it. And I could just see the possibilities. And so we pursued that. But it definitely wasn't my idea.
And Katz took one of the shows of Spirit Light just to show me what we were going to be doing with Dancing with the Stars. And I just, oh my God, it was wonderful. And I fell in love with it. They let us up on the stage afterwards. And we got to dance with all the dancers. And they have just such fantastic dancers and dances. I thought I was the last one to leave. They had to ask me to leave. I had so much fun. So after that, I was like, wow, I can't wait to do this. And then Kiko and I started doing the he said, well, we got the jive, and he wasn't happy, and I wasn't real thrilled about it because I don't have anything for jive. Actually, he did incorporate this tap dance somebody gave me, part of that into it. And as it progressed, it just got better and better. And finally, at our last time before we came to the thing yesterday, where we all did our practice, I had told him, you know, you got all that boom up there in the front of the dance. We need some great finish somehow. And he said, I'll work on that. And by God, I didn't really get to see it until yesterday. And when I saw the finished thing where he had a nice flip at the end, I was like, oh, we were both psyched. Wait a minute, what could be done? Maybe the one that I said, WHEW. WHEW. I want you to look at that one. Okay. To see. It's just really different, and I thought that might be something really good at the end when we got done. Do you have that one?
I do.
All right, let's look at that. Don't you think at the end, if you're all done sweating, that you and it's kind of almost like a bow, too. I wonder if we could stick that on the end.
Let's see, let me take a look at that again.
Let me get It is cute.
And she is just a super person to work with. She's very into it, and she's very diligent about it. She has some really good suggestions. I took her suggestions to heart and tried to incorporate them into the dance as much as possible. She's a fast learner, and she does a super job. The dance that I chose had a hard time finding the right animations for what I was looking for, and I think I had this vision of some perhaps more athletic animations than what I finally came up with, but what I was able to find really seemed to fit the dance really well. I'm real pleased with how that turned out.
Hi, I'm Katz Jewel Lane, and I'm so excited to do this event for our team for Relay for Life. It's going to be fantastic. I can't believe it's all coming together the way it's coming. I'm having a ball. The people that are doing this are having a ball. It was my idea because I love Dancing with the Stars, and I was dancing with my partner one night, and we were actually doing steps to match the music, and I thought to myself, a light bulb went off, and I said, I wonder if we could pull off a Dancing with the Stars show. And I'd been to Carol's performances before, and I think she's just amazing. And I went to her and I said, could we pull this off? And she hemmed and she hawed and she thought about it, and here we are today.
Into the country 12, round in on the Lindy hop, and then straight into Lindy. And there's that little jump. So I'm dancing with cats, and we're dancing to Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. We're dancing freestyle, and the music was chosen because it's one of her favourite pieces of music. She really does love that routine as well that was in the real show. So it was nice to be able to try and make something similar for her in Second Life and give her sort of the true Dancing with the Stars experience in world as well. Choreographing the dance wasn't too hard in my mind, but finding the animations in Second Life, which I actually wanted to be doing, did prove a little bit harder. It was a case of trawling around many different stores looking for couples animations, trying to see which ones were going to work, particularly with the pace of the music. Most couples dances in Second Life tend to be quite slow, so it did prove a bit tricky to find exactly what we wanted, but I think you'll see that the final routine does work. It builds up speed as we go through the dance. It's been really great fun working with Cats as well. She's a great laugh and somebody who's really thrown herself into rehearsal and the whole experience. So it's been a good experience all around, loved every minute of it, and hopefully the final routine will make everybody love it as much as we do.
I was asked by a friend. I've been doing Relay for Life for quite a while, mostly donating artworks for some auctions, art auctions. And a friend of mine asked me to join this event, which was a really exciting experience, to be honest. I was not expecting that, but I was really happy to say yes. So I was really excited on having to be involved in such a huge project. You know how it is in Second Life. It's about joining correct head in the correct dance on time and trying to synchronize your moves with the couples, the other dancers. It's an interesting experience, to be honest. It feels like a live performance. So I kind of say that it has been a difficult experience, but something which at the same time I enjoyed. What I would like to say is that I'm really grateful to all those people, to the organizers of the event, and of course to Red, who has been helping me a lot with this event. I'm really grateful that I was given also the opportunity to take part in such an event. To me, it doesn't matter who wins or loses. What matters is the experience you are getting from it, and of course the opportunity to contribute to the really noble cause to support RFL.
The dance we're doing is I Go to Rio, and it's a samba, which, I wouldn't know that. Carol told me that, so she actually helped me a lot. For me, a cha-cha and a samba and a salsa is pretty similar, but anyway, so I found them, and it's quite a hunt when you're trying to choreograph a dance. You end up going to a million places and trying out thousands of dances, and then you have to get just the right ones to go together and get them all together in a seamless fashion. So that's the real challenge of it. Actually, Lamb has done some dancing. I think a lot of people in Second Life do a lot of dancing. It's one of the favorite things. But to actually be in a show where it's really choreographed and you have to be in the right place at the right time, on the right HUDs and on the right pad, that's a whole new experience. So I think it's a little challenging for him, and his time schedule makes it a bit difficult too, because today he was at work, he came late, so he wasn't able to get on the right HUD, and then, by the time we did the finale, he wasn't moving. And that's a challenge, because we learn when we do a show, we go through over and over, we write out a whole note card of where we have to be when, and on what pad and on what HUD, and, all these things. It takes a lot of practice. And once you've gone over it, a lot of times you just get it so that you don't have to think about it, but in the beginning, you've got to follow all your directions and get in the right costume and stuff.
I started in Relay for Life. Just kind of bumped into it really here in SL. Met a few people that were doing it and signed up with it that fast. It's been really a lot of fun. The Dancing with the Stars is an event to to gain charity for Relay for Life. To be a dancer. When I was asked to be a dancer for the dancing competition, I really didn't want to do it at first, but let's say they talked me into it, and it's been great since. Just to not knowing what it was going to be about, I guess, made it hesitant. But I'm glad I did join it. I've met a lot of people that I normally would not have met here in SL. People that have a goal and something to do. It's fun being part of the team for the cause. Well, for Relay for Life in particularly, but indirectly, of course, for the dance team, it's mostly a learning experience. I had no idea it would be so complicated, all the stuff that these coordinators do. It's really amazing. Your final thoughts. I would like for everyone to come out and just donate a lot of money to the Relay for Life. Enjoy the dances, vote for your favorite dance, and have a really good time.
Well, I've been assigned the song Push, which is by Salt and Peppa. It's actually a cha-cha. And I was assigned this dance, I think, in some ways because it's a little bit different than I've done before, but I kind of tend to push the boundaries a little bit. So I've been very excited. My partner, Nick, he's been great working through the bumps and the bruises with me because it is very new. So we've been spending a lot of time working with the poses and the transitions and really trying to bring that energy to the song. I think here, doing the competition with other couples and doing it with Nick as my partner in this, I really want to do it justice, and I really want to do justice for SLDC. So, I've been working hard. This is a new experience for me with choreographing this dance and a couples dance, and it's a little nerve-wracking to know we're actually going to be judged on it too. So I just really hope that I bring it. I've enjoyed it, and it's really stretched what I've done, and I think I've grown from this experience. And I think, hopefully it introduced Nick and some of the others to how enjoyable the dance world really is in SLDC.
Really, the most surprising is that I have been to many real-life dance performances and some other SL performances, and I am continually surprised, amazed actually, at how close to real life the choreography is, smoothness of the dance is thoroughly professional performances that are very impressive. The hardest part was getting over my fear of thinking that I couldn't do this. I was terrified at first stage. Now I'm beginning to think I really can do this. It's a lot of fun. Well, first, if you haven't been to a performance, you won't regret it. You'll have a wonderful time, and I'm sure you'll be as amazed as I have been.
Because there is no paso doble, and there's just one. This is the only paso doble step in SL. I have divided it so that I could use the masculine and feminine separately. You'll see that I was able to use some of the flamenco dancing to mix in with it. One of the complications of having the cast of the company as well as the extra 5 dancers that are the contestants is that for the finale it meant that there's 22 people on stage at the same time. That has been very difficult to get the mover, get everybody on, make sure that the costumes are such that the frame rate would stay up. There's just a lot of technical stuff involved that most people don't think about. So that's been a challenge. Even though we're only doing one performance of this show right now, but there's a good chance that later in the summer that we will repeat it. So stay tuned.